Hey guys, Bunny here, and this is episode 8 of Doki Doki Literature Club. It's currently 5:30 a.m. my time, and it's just cold enough now that I don't need to have my fan on full ball, so I'm currently sweating my ass off, but it's a bit better than it was the last times and when I had to like kind of stuff up this audio because the fan was on. So hopefully it's a bit less noisy in the background. I think I already read this, but I'll read it again to catch you up. I say goodbye to Sayori and exit her house. On the way home, I find myself still feeling uneasy. But it's hard for me to keep thinking about it when Yuri's about to come over too. I think Sayori is right. Wait, no, this might be... Is this episode 9? No, definitely 7. I shouldn't be worrying too much, and we're definitely going to have a great time tomorrow. I should just focus on what's ahead of me. As I approach my house, I see something that makes me feel a moment of panic. Yuri? Ah. Oh. Thank goodness. You're a little early. I'm sorry I wasn't home yet. Were you waiting for a long time? No, I just got here. But I started to get really nervous when nobody answered the doorbell. You always could have texted me. If I had known, I would have reassured you and hurried more on my way home. I suppose that's true. I didn't think of that for some reason. It should be common sense to do that, but I decide to ignore it. Anyway, let's go inside. I see you brought a lot of stuff with you. That's right. And did you manage to find everything I asked you to buy as well? Yeah, pretty much. At least I hope I got everything right. I'm sure it'll be fine. I take Yuri to my room. The first thing she does is glance around curiously, which makes me feel anxious. It's so clean. I cleaned it before you came over, so... That's very considerate of you to do. No. I'd be really embarrassed for my room to be a mess while you were here. Well, I do enjoy cleaning. I would have gladly helped you clean. That would be even more embarrassing. Wait, don't look in there. I snatched Yuri's wrist, which was in the process of opening a desk drawer of mine. I'm sorry. I wasn't thinking for some reason. I was just spacing out. It's fine. I let go of Yuri's wrist. She puts both of her hands firmly in her lap as if making sure she's keeping track of them. So, should we get started? Yeah. I have a few things planned that you can help with. Decorations and other atmospheric enhancements. Yeah, it was enhancements. Atmospheric enhancements? You know, mood lighting, aromatherapy candles. Oh, wow. I didn't know you planned on taking it that far. Of course. I want to help take our guests to a faraway place. Although many will stop by just out of curiosity. And for cupcakes, I guess. I'm determined to provide an experience that will leave them wanting more. That's great. It's easy to forget that you're a pretty intense person. Intense? I guess that's the best way to put it. Is that a bad thing? No, not at all. It's something that I like about you, actually. Is that so? That makes me feel relieved. And kind of happy. Yeah, no need to be so anxious. You can relax a little. Relax. I brought some things for relaxation. I was going to use them during the poetry event. Oh yeah, like what? Let's see. Yuri rummages through her bag. She pulls out a few candles and a wooden cylinder-shaped object. I did some shopping on the way here, so I happen to have these in my bag. I plan to cover the windows in black paper and use the candles to light the room. I think that would be amazing, don't you? They do it in a room? I expected, like, in like a outdoor area having like little stands. Yeah, that would be really neat. What's that wooden thing, though? Oh, this? It's a diffuser for essential oils. How familiar are you with aromatherapy? Not familiar at all. Is that so? It's one of my favorite contributors to a positive atmosphere. Depending on the oils or herbs you choose, you can change the mood of the air itself. You can even feel it permeate through your body. Relaxation, positive energy, romance, reflection. It's almost like magic. Yuri takes the cylinder and pushes a switch on the bottom. In just a moment, a thin ray of vapor begins to spout through a small hole on the top. Wow, that smells wonderful. What kind of mood is that one for? This is a jasmine essential oil. It smells a little sweet and flowery, right? Yeah, that's a good way to describe it. I chose jasmine for the event because it provides more than relaxation. Jasmine enhances your emotions and helps you feel them flow through your body. You feel warmer and your heart pounds more heavily. Don't you think that would be perfect for sharing our poems? It does sound suitable. You seem to know a lot about this, so I'll trust your opinion with anything. Yuri smiles gently, clearly enjoying herself. She again reaches into her bag and pulls out several spools of thin ribbon. What are those for? Well, did you purchase the origami paper I asked you to get? Yeah, I have it out here. We won't be using the paper for folding origami. What I'd like to do is write a different word on each paper. We'll need about 100 of them. Oh, wait. Oh, okay. Oh yeah? What will those be used for? Well, I'm going to cut pieces of ribbon to hang from the doorway of the classroom. Then we can fasten the paper onto the ribbons to create a doorway curtain. Wouldn't that be beautiful? It would also catch the eye of those passing by the room. May attract some to peek inside. That's really creative. I had no idea you'd be so good at this, Yuri. Is that so? Well, I suppose I do get a little intense, as you put it. Yuri giggles with red cheeks. Is it just me, or is she more relaxed when it's just the two of us? Maybe it's the excitement she feels from sharing something that she enjoys. Here's a marker, Bunny. You can write any characters you want. I'll help you once I finish cutting the ribbons. Ah, alright. Sitting on the floor together, the two of us get to work. I carefully draw a different character on each paper, doing my best to manage my bad handwriting. Yuri unravels a long strand of red ribbon to her desired length. Then she reaches into her bag once more and pulls out a pocket knife. Huh? The knife is strangely beautiful. The silver handle has an intricate pattern of waves stitched into it. The blade itself is a gently tinted blue. That's no ordinary pocket knife. It looks really fancy. Well... Embarrassed, Yuri looks away. What is it? You're going to think it's weird. Yeah, whatever it is, I have no reason to judge. To each their own, you know? If you promise you won't be weirded out. Yeah, I promise. Alright. The thing is, I'm kind of into knives. They're just so pretty. I haven't met a single person who isn't into knives because they're so pretty. Like, I have 4 or 5 knives, just for show. I can't help it. And a lot of my friends have, like, those rainbow knives, rainbow-tinted knives that are, like, all the rage on Tumblr. I don't know what it is. The combination of craftsmanship and feeling of danger, maybe. Oh, what am I saying? I don't think I'm made for this. You're laughing at me. No, I'm not laughing at you. It's just funny how nervous you got about sharing. It's an interesting thing to be into, I guess. But I think it kind of suits you. Suits me? Yeah, it's kind of intense. Besides, it's a really cool looking knife, I can't deny it. It is, isn't it? Yuri relaxes her expression once again. Would you like to hold it? Sure, I'll check it out. Yuri carefully hands me the knife with the handle facing me. I take it and turn around in my hands. It feels heavy and extremely solid. Where do you even get a knife like this? Cautious of its sharpness, I feel the point of the knife with my index finger. Ow! Bunny, why did you do that? I didn't expect you to be that... You sharpen knives. That's just what you do. I imagine if she loves knives that much, she'd be sharpening them probably daily. I barely touched it at all. It's my fault. I should have warned you. This knife was extremely sharp. It can cut through skin like it's paper. I like to murder people. Just in my spare time. I killed 3 people on the way here. Oh no. A small drop of blood trickles down the side of my finger. I also love blood. Yuri takes my hand and gives the wound a closer look. Ah. She stares at it and noticeably fidgets. If you're squeamish, I'll go wash it off now. Ah. Without warning, Yuri puts my finger in her mouth and licks the wound. It's so tasty. I just love having your blood inside me. Bunny, it's just so good. I feel a tongue curl around my... Okay. Startled, I instinctively pull my hand back. Oh. Please forgive me. I wasn't thinking. This is like... a lot of like anime / hentai, like both of them, seem to have this weird thing where they... if someone cuts their finger or something, it's like supposed to be really sexual. Putting your finger in them, it's just weird to me. I've never thought of the desire to put a finger in my mouth of someone else's. Like, it's just not a thing. Like, grab a band-aid, don't... Yuri lowers her head, her face burning up. Yuri. That's the most embarrassing thing I've ever done. Did I do something like that? I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Sure, it was a little weird and it took me by surprise, but I guess she was just trying to help, right? Yuri, I think you're reacting a little. She doesn't lift her head. What if she doesn't recover from this for the rest of the afternoon? Alright, you know what? It's not a stupid thing to do, but I do it anyway. I take Yuri's hand and lick her index finger and... No, yep, stupid thing to do.
Bunny, did you really just do that?
Now we're even. Yuri just looks at me like I did something wrong. I knew that would be a bad idea. If not for the sweet aroma of the jasmine oil, the air would be extremely heavy right now.
You're so weird, Bunny.
I mean, that's right. Yuri giggled shyly. Huh? Yuri calling me weird. I have no response to that.
Where do you keep your bandages?
Well, like band-aids or plasters, I guess? That's like the British thing to call them, isn't it? Do Americans have band-aids? Or are they plasters too? I mean, Band-Aid is a brand, not a... like, a brand of plaster, right? Plasters. Oh, I don't... But I've never actually called them, like, it's just always been Band-Aid. I've never heard someone call it anything else until I started watching, like, British and shows. I think it's British shows.
I don't think I need one, actually.
It was a tiny cut. Look, it's already stopped bleeding.
I see. That's relieving.
I actually have not owned Band-Aids since I've left home. I should probably get some. The tension is quickly lifted. We each resume our respective activities. I watch Yuri's knife cut through the ribbon like it's nothing but air. Meanwhile, I continue to make progress on the paper. Ribbon cutting would be a nice thing for very sharp knives. She probably brought that knife specifically to cut ribbons. After you finish checking the paper, because it's really hard to cut through like fabric without something like extremely sharpened scissors. So yeah, after you finish touching the paper to the ribbons, we lay them all out side by side. Basically, Bunny's an idiot because he should have just assumed it's sharp because it's about to be used cutting through fabric. It looks better than I expected and will be very effective as a door curtain. It looks great. Good thinking coming up with this, Yuri.
Thanks. It's just something I saw online, really. Are you ready to move on to the next task? Kissing?
Yeah, let's do it. What do you have in mind?
Electrocute a banner. It's gonna be just a full-length picture of you in the nude. I'll paint it right here.
That's why I asked you to buy the paint tablets. Oh, that's right. One of the items Yuri had asked me to buy was a kit of watercolor paint tablets.
We'll need about 6 cups of water to put each of the tablets in. Do you mind fetching those for us?
Of course not. 6 cups of water. I'll be right back in a minute.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Oh, and just a little bit of water is okay. If you fill the cups too much, it will be too diluted.
Taking Yuri's advice, I decided to use small plastic bathroom cups rather than full-size glasses. I put them on a plate to catch any paint that drips, then bring it back into my room. Yuri?
Yes?
Come in to see Yuri quickly unrolling her sleeve, pulling it back over her arm. Nothing? Your face is a little red. Is it too hot in here or anything?
No, not at all. There's nothing wrong, so let's mix the paint.
She was touching herself while she was waiting for us. That's clearly the what? I don't know what word I'm looking for here. Yuri hurriedly dismisses me and takes it upon herself to unwrap the tablets, dropping them into the cups.
So, I thought we could do something simple that would look very nice. I'd like to paint a gradient across the banner, starting with the colors for a sunrise, then daytime, then sunset, and nighttime. Once it dries, I'll write an inspirational quote across the banner. You can hang it on the wall behind the podium at the front of the classroom.
Ah, neat. What are you gonna write?
Well, it will be more fun to surprise you.
Yuri smiles at me. If you say so? After rolling out the banner, Yuri and I kneel on opposite sides so we don't get in the way of each other. Yuri uses a brush and adds a few dots of different colors across the banner to serve as a color guide when we paint. Also, if you've noticed, I am not doing like the deep voice because I just streamed for 3 hours and I don't think I can do the deep voice without completely messing up my throat. This kind of reminds me of elementary school. Actually, I can hear my throat being fucked up as I talk. Painting on a banner with watercolors feels a lot like the art class projects we had back then. It's relaxing.
I'm sorry if this feels too childish.
No, I didn't mean that at all. It's kind of fun, you know?
Yeah, it is fun. I'm glad you feel that way too.
Yuri stops painting for a moment, thinking to herself.
For me, I don't need to go out and do crazy things to have fun. In fact, I usually don't even want to.
Same.
I just like when I can spend some time with other people. I want to let you... I just like when I can spend some time with one other person. Even if it's something simple like reading, it doesn't even matter if we don't talk much. Just having a friend next to me makes things feel a little bit nicer. I think that's all it takes for me to be happy.
Is that so? Even if Yuri and I are quite different, I can understand where she's coming from. I feel that way about things like anime and games, where simply sharing the experience with someone can make me happy. I think I feel the same way. Yuri smiles gently. I knew you'd understand. Yuri leans over the banner to grab an unused paintbrush, but I move at the same time, causing my head to bump into hers. Ah. Sorry. Yuri reels back and I quickly lift my hands in surprise, and we're going to find out her reaction in the next video. I don't think we got through much because I was talking a bit too much, but yeah. Please like, comment, and subscribe if you enjoyed. Share with your friends. Follow me on Twitter for like updates as soon as videos or streams are happening, because I started streaming again for like the first time in a month just today, which is the 21st of January. And yeah, see you in the next video. Bunny out.